Good evening, everybody. D.W. Pastor Barry here. It's Thursday night, December the 12th, 2024, which means it is my 46th birthday. Apologize. Strange message came in just now. It's not from a person. It looks like it's from a group, some kind of news thing or something. Never seen that happen before. That's strange. You will see this next year. But I'm going to do it now on my birthday, and then you'll see it next month, 2025. It's been a pretty good day. Haven't done too much for my birthday yet. We're going to be doing that tomorrow because my hair's a mess. Cool. No, that's not the reason why. It's not because of my messy hair. It is because I'm gonna scrap this instead of restarting the video. Put a hat on it. See, that's why I got a hat. Sometimes just get a bad hair day. All right, it's all good. So we were busy today. We had appointments and things to be doing, and we worked. It's not been a very good week for work. Haven't got a lot of jobs to do. It's one of those slower weeks, but it's still good to get out and see people and be a part of their lives in some way. I'm very friendly to the Walmart workers I meet. And I think I'm starting to get to the point where even though they might not know my name, they know my face and they know I'm friendly and they open up. One guy opened up a little bit to me today and said he's suffering from insomnia. Of course, I wanted to say, hey, I could pray over you and maybe we can get rid of that. But I didn't say it because he was on his way back in to get to work. Didn't want to scare him off. Some of these relationships with people, whether they're just a friendship or an association, you have to be very careful, plant little seeds along the way, but don't move too quickly. So I'm just kind of getting my foot in the door as far as getting to know people a little bit, faces, names, and whatnot. It's one reason why I like being back in the workforce again. So many people complain about work, but at least you got a job and you're making money. Try being a missionary who has to rely on God to the point where you pray and then you just hope that somebody feels moved to donate a little bit of something so you can pay your bills. I've done that for years. You should try it sometime. It's very humbling. It might drive most people crazy, but I've had to do it. Okay. Daily Wisdom for Men Devotional. January 16th. It's called Seeing God in Creation. Let's read the verses they have here first. Job 12:7-9, and the NIV says, "But ask the animals, and they will teach you, or the birds in the sky, and they will tell you, or speak to the earth, and it will teach you, or let the fish in the sea inform you. Which of all these does not know that the hand of the Lord has done this?" Let's go to Job chapter 12, starting at verse 1. Thank you very much to everybody who's given me birthday greetings. If you did that and you're still here with me next month, you'll see this video. God bless you for it. I appreciate it. Thank you to the one sister who donated some money last night. It was a little amount. I know she can't afford very much, but it was a blessing for me, and I appreciate that. Especially my birthday and at the end of the month. At the end of the year, actually, too. Job replies, obviously talking with God. He says this in verse 1, "And Job answered, 'No doubt, but you are the people, and wisdom will die with you.'" Talking to his friends, perhaps. I don't remember the context of this. It's been so long. So, "No doubt, but you are the people, and wisdom will die with you. But I have understanding as well as you. I am not inferior to you. Yes, who does not know such things as these? I am a laughing stock to my neighbor who calls upon God, and he answers him. The righteous, upright man is a laughing stock. He whose foot is unsteady is despised in the thoughts of him who is at ease. The tents of robbers are at peace, and those who provoke God are secure, into whose hand they bring their own God. But now ask the beasts, and let them teach you, and the birds of the air, and let them tell you. Or speak to the earth, let it teach you, and let the fish of the sea declare to you. Who among all these does not know that the hand of the Lord has done this, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind? Does not the ear test words, and the mouth taste its food? Wisdom is with the elderly, and understanding comes with long life. With him are wisdom and strength. He has counsel and understanding. Surely he tears down, and it cannot be built again. He imprisons a man, and there can be no release. Surely he withholds the waters, and they dry up. Also he sends them out, and they overthrow the earth. That was verse 15. I think that's a good place to stop and see what our author here has to say tonight. Again, it's called Seeing God in Creation. There are all kinds of settings in which you can spend time with God and enjoy his presence. Today's verse teaches us that we can see the greatness of God and experience his presence in a setting too few of us get to enjoy these days, in nature. Ask believers who enjoy spending time outdoors, hiking, camping, fishing, hunting, and other activities, and they'll likely tell you that natural settings are places where they see God's greatness and creativity, where they communicate with him, and where he communicates with them. Job certainly understood this truth. He had apparently pondered the greatness of God in the natural world around him. Your time with God in a natural setting should never take the place of time spent in fellowship with other believers, and it should never crowd out quiet time spent reading God's word and praying. But, as Job points out, you can find great blessing in seeing God's handiwork and experience his presence when you spend time enjoying creation and everything in it. For those of you who don't know, annually, once a year, I do a video on my birthday, which I've done one tonight already. It's actually saving now. I'm going to upload it to my YouTube and all my Facebook pages. And I like to reflect back on things. And as I just read that devotional, Creation of God, I remember when I was backslidden, I was a drunkard. Several times when I lived on the 10th floor of a building, I had a nice balcony. I would be drunk out of my mind, but still very aware of my surroundings, still very conscious of things. And I would go out there alone on the balcony and stare up at the stars, and my spirit would talk to the Lord. Yes, I would speak it out of my mouth, but don't forget what Jesus said, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Well, out of the abundance of my heart, my mouth was speaking, and the alcohol made it all the easier just to speak the truth. In my spirit, I remember telling God how much I did love him, despite that I wasn't living right. But I had bondages, and I didn't know I could be free. God knew I was seeking him. God knew I wanted answers, but it would take several years later before I actually applied the truth to my life and got set free of things. But it was in God's creation. I felt the closest to him at night. I remember the dark sky, quiet Taiwan night. It was Taichung, Taiwan. Actually, Dali, it was D-A-L-I in English. It would be Dali. That was a southern suburb of Taichung, Taiwan. I would be up on that balcony, sometimes in tears, just crying out to the Lord for God to help me, just telling him how much I loved him, and if I could find out a way to change my life, then I would. And I kept that promise. But it was the nature of God, his beautiful creation, that I would look at, and I would commune with him. I remember that. Like I said, birthdays for me are a time to reflect and to remember. And that came to me recently, how I used to do that. So, pretty neat. I will let you guys go. God bless you. Thank you for being here with me. Again, thank you to everybody who's given me birthday greetings. I appreciate that. And I will see you in the next Daily Wisdom for Men devotional.